What's up, Torontonian, Raptonian, Fanzonians? We got our first look at this new Nick Nurseless, Fred Van Vleetless Raptor team. Yes, granted, preseason. And the Kings seem to take out a bunch of their main guys for the second half. But Raptors had a pretty solid lead at the half. So overall, positive. Let's go through it. Actually, some nice plays. Even OG Dennis Schroeder had a sweet little pass to OG on a fast break. That OG somehow there were two defenders right there, and I don't know how he managed to get the ball so quickly and go around and actually laid it in. Pascal had a pretty sweet steal as well, and then brought it down and again for a little handoff to OG for a dunk. But didn't love seeing Mr. Schroeder starting. In fact, if you're watching the game, the Raptors were down with that starting lineup out there and Schroeder running the floor. It wasn't until Mr. Gary Trent Junior came in off the bench and turned things around. And sure enough, he brought it all the way to the end of the first quarter. They were tied, I think, at 35, 37. I can't remember. It was either early in the second quarter that they were tied 37-37, but it might have been 35 that they ended the first quarter at. But anyway, what I said on my last video, Scotty Barnes, point guard, Gary Trent Jr., shooting guard, OG, small forward, Pascal, power forward, and Poeltl at center. That's what the starting lineup needs to be. They proved it because the secondary lineup with Mr. Red Van Vliet, Malachi Flynn, not good. Not good, Malachi. Not good. In fact, I don't want to be a stat maniac, but I gotta pull up Malachi Flynn's stats because we need to lead a movement. Now, yes, granted, of course, it's not a real game. So Malachi, they're probably testing the waters here to see what he can do, right? But he was in there almost 20 minutes, 19:54. He was 1 for 6 16% from the floor. Like we were complaining about Fred Van Vliet's 40 from the floor. Oh my God, Malachi, horrible. From 3-point range, 1 of 4, 25%. And never mind that. He had, where's his turnovers? They don't have, oh, sorry. I got to scroll over. There we go. Malachi Flynn, turnovers, 3 turnovers. He totaled 5 points. His plus minus was 11. It's not horrible. But yeah, not good. 5 assists, being out there 20 minutes. I mean, Dennis Schroeder was out there for 16 minutes, and he had 5 assists himself. So, yeah, Mr. Malachi Flynn, not good, man. We cannot have a second unit led by Malachi Flynn. We need to stop it. And we had a Dick sighting. Mr. Grady Dick was out there on the floor. Looked pretty good. I think he was a little nervous. Pardon me. A little nervous out there, missing some stop, but he had that quick 2 he jacked up. Unfortunately, the whistle blew on his first shot that he made. Almost had the exact same play minutes later. Nailed that one. Missed a couple of shots here and there, but again, I think it was, nerves, a bad pass. Actually, he even had a turnover. One of the plays he turned over, but then got back on D and was able to recover the ball, thank goodness. But drained a 3 in the corner that looked good. He caught the ball high, he released it quickly and drained it. And I'm telling you, this guy needs to be on the second unit. Now, I did forget about McDaniels, who was our big, I guess, surprise signing from Philly. He didn't look that good, though. McDaniels, what did he do here? Let's just have a quick look. Jalen McDaniels, he was in there 15 minutes. Oh, hilarious. So 4 of 5. They were just silent little layup buckets, I guess. 1 of 2 from 3. So, okay, better than I thought. But with Koloko gone and Precious out, then, our second unit could be Dennis Schroeder. I put maybe Dick as the shooting guard, McDaniels as our small forward, Boucher as the power forward, and then they had Thad Young playing center, which That's fine. This other gay or whatever, Mamodu. I'm sure I'm pronouncing his name wrong. Um, he wasn't horrible in there either, so maybe he could play center until Koloko or Precious Achua get back off injury. But yeah, overall, not a bad start to the season. Not a bad start to the preseason. You know, obviously, clearly they're going to have to work some stuff out. I thought Scotty Barnes had a pretty solid game. Looked good out there with his extra 7 pounds. Had a couple of bad pass where he was trying to rush it. I think he's got in his head, you know, he needs to generate some offense and do a little bit of everything. Replacing Van Vliet. Scotty, just calm down. Wait for the actual pass. You don't need to show off so much with those one-hand quick ones because a couple of them got picked off. In fact, again, one last little check on stats. Actually, I'm going to do two because I'm going to tell you that Scotty Barnes had 7 rebounds, pretty nice. But yeah, 3 turnovers. Not good. Not good, Scotty. And then my man Gary Trent Junior, though, look at this: 20 minutes, 7 of 12 from the floor, 58%, 3 of 6 from 3-point line, 50%. I mean, this guy had led all scorers, I believe they said, with 22. Just proving that I'm right. We need Gary to start. We need Scotty Barnes, Gary Trent Jr., OG, Pascal, and Jakob. And then we need, coming off the bench, Dennis, Grady Dick. I'll take McDaniels in there, Boucher, and Thad or Koloko / Precious Achua when they get up. That's what we need to see going forward, guys. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching this long. Tell me in the comments what you guys thought. Oh, actually, one last comment. I wanted to see my man Marquise Noel. I couldn't remember his name the last video. The little guy, the little cutie patootie out there. Oh my God, there was one moment where he was actually got switched off and was guarding their center. Man, it was like, what a height difference. Oh my God. And it was kind of funny because I think they even had the same number. Maybe I think it was Len, maybe the dude. I think he was a Raptor temporarily. He was their bench guy, obviously, just out there in garbage time. But yeah, little guy, but sad getting picked off. He was trying to force it a little bit also. I think he was nervous, I'm sure, being out there, you know, full crowd, NBA caliber players, but the game might be too quick for him. I know he can thread the needle with those passes in college, but there were a few where it looked like it was there. And even Alvin Williams commented that, you know, in the NBA, sometimes a pass that looks like it's there ends up not being there when you go to do it. And I'm afraid maybe that happened a couple times. He was afraid to jack up any threes. He kept trying to dribble in, and the worst, get that garbage out of here stuff. You know, Van Vliet, I used to hate when, especially late in games, he's trying to create and make something happen, and he would dribble drive in to the paint and get stuffed. Well, oh my gosh, Marquise Noel got stuffed. Like, go look at the highlights. Oh, I think the guy swatted it and went into the friggin' Pacific Ocean out there. The ball, you know, was hit so hard. So disappointing debut from Marquise Noel. This man said that he was going to be the greatest Raptor of all time, and I'm not 100% sure we'll see him again. Hopefully they'll give him another shot in the preseason here, and he'll take a Valium or something and be a little more calm. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm out. I'll see you guys next video.